Well, hello. Today is Saturday, June 22nd, and time for our weekly highlight meeting. We're going to do it in the car today because today we're doing a graduation party at my house for my grandson, David. And once I get home, I know me, I will start working and I won't take time to do this. Let the people that are there. I've done most of the cleaning. I did all the cleaning of the house and setting up the house and everything, so they can do the little knick-knack things that are done. They can wait till I get home. That's my thought. But today's weekly is about reject all or non-thinking. Black or white, good or bad. With all or non-thinking, there's no nuance, no middle ground. We can't do this way. Oh, I should start off with how I did, because I had a really good loss. I had a really good loss this week. I lost 5.2, so I'm down to 236.6. Can you see that? I'm just so excited about that. I really am. But when it comes to your Weight Watcher journey, it can take the form of thinking you've gone off the rails. I did that for months. I've just gone off the rails. And I did have the all or nothing thinking. But I have to do it. I have to do it all or nothing. That's the only way to do it. And I can't do that anymore. I really can't, because it's just, you have to remember that it's a lifestyle. And I know people get tired of hearing about it. It's a lifestyle. I'm so sick of hearing that. It's a diet. In a sense, it is a diet. Because even though it is, you do have to somewhat deprive yourself of stuff that you like. That doesn't mean that you have to eliminate it, but a prime example for me is we did my granddaughter's birthday on Tuesday, and we had a banana cream pie for dessert. We had cake, but the cake didn't tempt me because it was a confetti cake or a fun cake or whatever. It wasn't like my favorite cake, but the banana cream pie. Now, as far as it being a diet is you can't have banana cream pie. You just can't. And a lifestyle, you can figure it in. Now, would I have liked a really normal sized piece of pie? Yeah, I would have. But I took a sliver of the pie. I just took the smallest, just like a taste of the pie. But it was enough for me. It really was enough. And so therefore, I just didn't have the all or nothing thinking. I thought, well, I'm either going to have a big piece of pie or I'm not going to have any piece of pie. And I thought, no, I'm not going to have the mentality of it's all or nothing. I'm going to take a small sliver of the pie, and that's what I did, and I enjoyed it. If you feel bad about what you're eating, now I could have felt bad that I ate that, and then I could think to myself, well, you know what? What was the point? I might as well have a piece of cake now too. I might as well have some ice cream because it was butter pecan ice cream. Have some ice cream with that pie. No, the pie was enough. If you really give it a thought, there really was enough. And you have to remember what affects you and what affects how you feel. I'm doing a collab video with Bobby over at Mother of One on Monday of 5 foods that you can't eat on Weight Watchers. Now, these are foods that, even though I can eat them, I know I can't eat them because those are going to trigger me into wanting to eat more. You have to make adjustments along the way. I love going to fast food restaurants. I still do. And I still go to them, but not as much as I used to. And it's just a part of learning that it's not an all or nothing mentality. It's just a matter of tweaking it and making it go into your program. And these are steps that can lead you to have a fresh perspective to help you keep going. Identify your all or nothing thought that you've had that leads you to go to one extreme to another. The second thing is do a reality check by asking yourself, what's the evidence that this thought is true? Is it really true that this is really going to send me off the rails? What would I say to a friend or a family? I know we hear that all the time, but it's so true. Would we talk this way to other people? And I know we wouldn't. I know we wouldn't. And number 3, use your answers to develop a new, realistic, and helpful thought that can help you move closer to your wellness goals. That's all you got to do, is just, really remember. What you want to remember to be is determined, dedicated, and disciplined. It's very hard. I know that. Shifting our mindset is one of the most important things that we can have to do. And it's also the most difficult thing that we have to do. It's that all or nothing mentality. And I still have it. And I'll have it till the day I die. I have that all or nothing mentality. And I just have to have that all or nothing mentality. Like for my exercise, I love to walk, but I don't have a, like, well, if I walk, I walk. If I don't, I don't. It's just, I guess that's not a good example. I don't know where I was going with that. But I do know that you just have to have good thoughts. And you have to recognize unhelpful thoughts. Give yourself a reality thought, a reality check, and ask yourself, are those thoughts really true? Is it really true that I am so huge, I am so big, nobody's going to ever want to be around me because I'm so big. I was big, and I didn't know it. I knew I was overweight. I really did. I knew I was overweight. I didn't realize how big I really was until I look back at videos and see how big I really was. I was huge, and I didn't think that. I didn't have the mentality that it was so big. And I think the reality check for me was when I thought that I was going to go with my daughter and my sisters and we were all going to lose weight, and I really didn't think I needed to lose that much weight, but they did. And the reality check was when I got on that scale and I weighed 304.2 pounds. I thought, oh my gosh, I need to be on this too. That was my reality check. So you always have to rethink your journey so that your mindset is adjusting to you, and it's helpful and motivating. What might have worked last week might not work this week, and what works next week might not work the following week. So you have to constantly be changing and just keeping up with yourself. You really do, because you know what you need. You know what's good for you. You know what's going to affect you, and you know how your mind's going to work. You don't need to worry about what other people think. You just worry about what you're going to think. The first thing you want to do is ask yourself, are you an all or nothing thinker? Excuse me. I have to be at this completely. I have to be on a diet. I have to only eat 1,200 calories a day, and if I eat more than 1,200 calories a day, I'm going to gain. And if I eat 1,201, then tomorrow, forget it. I might as well go and eat as much as I want. No, you can't do that. You have to make adjustments along the way. I was tweaking my diet all week, and I know I call it a diet, and it's your food that you're eating is your diet. It really is. So I'm going to eat like this the rest of my life. So I have to make sure that this is the diet that I want to follow for the rest of my life, because I'm not on a diet just to lose a set amount of weight and then I'm done. No, I'm on a diet that learns that this is going to be my diet for the rest of my life. And what you think affects how you feel, and how you feel determines what you do. If you can't have like a good means I'm going to be successful and a bad means I failed. No, you can be good and feel successful, but you can also be bad and feel successful, because you can say, well, geez, I had that pie, I had that piece of pie, that was bad. No, it really wasn't bad. It was good because I didn't have a normal size like I would have, not a normal size, because I would have never had a normal size. I would have had like a big honking piece of pie. But the good thing was that, I toned it down. I didn't have as much, and so that was good for me. And you have to remember that if you overgeneralize, you're going to be unmotivational. You just got to be motivated all the time, and just don't set your goals too high. Don't say you're going to run a marathon tomorrow. Anybody that runs a marathon will tell you that you have to work your way up to that. You just don't decide to, today I think I'll run, was it 26.6 miles? I'm going to run that today, or 24.6, whatever. I'll never run a marathon, so I don't need to know exactly how many miles it is. Or even a 5K. I'm going to run a 5K tomorrow. You have to train for that. And the same thing with your eating. You have to train your mind to know that this is better for you. And sometimes it's hard. It really is. And don't look at things at a negative lens. Don't be pessimistic. My favorite, chips and dip. I love chips and dip. And I'm never going to be able to eat chips and dip. I know right now I can't eat chips and dip because I don't know how to stop. I know I should portion out a little bit of dip in a plate, and then just portion out the chips and then have the chip. No, I get the bag of chips, open up the bag of chips, open up the container of a hell of a good chip dip, and then just eat away. And I don't even keep track. I know I can't do that right now. But I'm not going to be so pessimistic to think that somewhere in the future that I'm not going to learn just to portion out my chips and portion out my dip, and that'll be good enough for me. Don't have the don't worry, be happy attitude, because that's not realistic either. Because if you're unrealistically an optimist, and you have unrealistic optimism, you're gonna reach that high, and then you're just gonna crash. It's just not worth it. If you make a good choice, be happy that you made a good choice, but don't get overly happy about it. And then don't just say, yeah, don't worry, I'll worry about it tomorrow. Worry about it at the next meal. If you screwed up at this meal, think at the next meal, I'm going to do better at the next meal. And if you expect to fail, you're right. You're going to fail. But if you expect yourself to succeed, you're going to succeed. Because they've proven that people who succeed on a weight loss program believed that they were going to succeed. And I believe in you, and I believe in myself, and I know I'm going to succeed. I know it's going to take me a long time. It's taken me 2.5 years. But you know what? It's 2.5 years that I haven't weighed over 300 pounds. I'm under 300 pounds. I'm under 250. I never even thought I'd hit 250. I'm going to be, by Christmas, or by New Year's, I'm going to be close. Maybe not at, but I'm going to be close to Wonderland. And by my 70th birthday, next year, I'm going to be at goal. And I know that seems like, because my birthday's September 7th, and that's like 14 months away. And they go, oh my gosh, Sandy, 14 months? You're going to take 14 months to get to goal? I might hit it sooner. I don't know. But I think setting a 14-month goal to hit my goal, which is probably 50 pounds, is realistic for me. And what difference does it make if I don't hit it on my birthday or if I hit it before my birthday? It's the way I'm going to eat the rest of my life, so what difference does it make? It's just the way I'm going to eat, and it's the way I'm going to be. So anyway, the meeting was about reject all or non-thinking. And the recipe is for a Greek yogurt with cherry compote and pistachios. Let me say it in one word for me, my own self, yuck. And it even looks like yuck to me. But, you know, people have their choices of what they like. Would this be something I would choose? No. If this is all I had to eat the rest of my life, oh my gosh, I'd weigh like 10 pounds. Because, no. Well, the cinnamon stick, I'd eat the cinnamon stick. but that's it. So, anyway, I'm so happy I had my loss. I hope I didn't ramble on. It was just different doing it in the car. I just felt out of my element a little bit. But I wanted to get it done and posted today before I got busy doing all the stuff for the graduation party. Look for me tomorrow on Sunday, June 23rd, for my collab with Barrett Pastor. I'm doing Hungry Girl dessert. I'm doing a peach dump cake that you make in the slow cooker, which Jim, who's not my husband, who is not on Weight Watchers, absolutely loved and had that last night for dessert. And then when I told him it was a Weight Watcher, he couldn't believe it. He said it was good. He said it kind of reminded him of the things that he was a Boy Scout leader, that they used to make at the campfires. They used to make like a dump cake over the campfire. But it was really good. And then on Monday, I'm doing a collab with Bobby from Mother of One. And that's going to be 5 foods that you don't eat on this Weight Watchers. And I'll show you those too, because they'll be the ones that tempt me. I'm going to have them one day in my plan, but right now I know they can't. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I do a daily video. I do a grocery haul once a week. Sometimes I do some prepping. Sometimes I do some cook with me's. Sundays I do shout out videos to let you know channels that you should be checking out. And I'm just like, I'm on cloud 9. I'm not even on cloud 9. I'm on cloud 13. 13 was my dad's birthday, and 13 was my husband and my daughter's favorite number. That's where I want to be, cloud 13. So give this video a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and share, and I will see you tonight on my daily vlog. Okay, the thing today is reject all or non-thinking. Here's the front of the card. And then the recipe is for a Greek yogurt compote and pistachio. Ugh. Anyway, you might want to try it. I know I will be passing.